Hi, this is Stan. Welcome back. Well, today, preventive maintenance. Got some oil, some grease, a little brush, a cloth, and a moving pad. So let me grab my jacket. It's in the low 50s today, but I still think I'm going to put a jacket on and we'll head out to the car barn. All right, well, let's start with little Rodney here. I've got him blocked up on some 4x4s, and I've got a little motor oil through my pad down on the ground. And I have to get underneath and put a little bit of oil on the little bearings for the wheel set. So there's 2 axles and 4 wheels, so I have 4 little bearings that I want to shoot a little oil on. So let me crawl down there and we'll get started. This is going to be hard to film, by the way, because it's very low to the ground. I added a couple more blocks, so I've got a 4x4 and then a railroad sleeper. All right, let's see if we can get some oil up in there. All right, let's give them just a bit of a run in. Flip out in the main breaker, forward, and give them a little throttle here. A little reverse. All right. On to our next task. Okay, next we're going to do some greasing of our trucks. Let me get this pad on the ground and then I can flip the whole car over. That would be kind of a big challenge on my 7.5-inch gauge equipment, but it's pretty easy on 5-inch gauge. Okay, these are trucks that I got from Maxitrack, and they are not like the trucks or bogies I'm used to seeing here in the States. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos where I talk about installing these, they come with brakes, shoes, which I don't have activated right now. I've got to hook up the cable to it. But they swivel, and an American coupler tends to ride on a center pin. And then they rock back and forth, and they touch down on these little side tabs or supports only as the car rocks. So you have a sense of rolling back and forth. But these are a little different. In the center pin is a spring that separates this from the frame. So you can see when they're not loaded with any weight, they rock back and forth because they're simply pivoting on the spring. However, as soon as you put weight on the car, then what happens is the truck settles in. Now it is mounted or supported on these 2 side supports, and they're, I believe, some sort of a Teflon bearing. And so you grease them and it slides on those bearings. As a result, for such a narrow track, it's incredibly stable. I think if you've seen any of my videos, I can sit side saddle on this no problem. So pretty unusual for 5-inch gauge equipment. So let's get busy and put a little grease on here. So I'm going to grease underneath on the spring and where these little Teflon support pins go on the sides. Try not to get grease on the wheels or on the little brake shoe areas because it will migrate everywhere if I get too messy. Alright, let's do the back one. And the same for our work car here. Well, that only took a few minutes, and so I'm set for quite a while. Thank you so much for watching. Really means a lot. If you have a YouTube channel that you really appreciate and like the content, what helps them is if you either subscribe or hit the like button, things like that. What it does is it tells YouTube that it's important to you and probably others, and they will make more of an effort to feature those videos. A lot of people don't dig around inside of YouTube channels. They just watch whatever is suggested up there on the right hand side. So for your favorite YouTube channels, help them out a little bit. Subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want to be reminded of the content coming up every week, then you hit the little bell and that reminds you that there's a new video. Well, anyway, I'm so humbled that you took the time to watch today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you right here next time.